Welcome back to Don't Get Me Started.
Hey guys.
Hi, I'm Abby.
I'm Heather.
And if you guys are watching and not just listening, you might notice something different.
We are in a new studio. We moved from my mom's basement to my dad's basement. And let me tell you, it's a great setup. It's all wood. It's like vintage.
Yeah.
It's cozy.
I
comfy.
know. Yeah. And we came down here and the blue was already set up. We were like, oh my
we're
God.
sitting on a blue couch, which in our old studio, we put like a blue comforter. And I asked my dad, I'm like, did you set this up? It looks like exactly what our old studio looked like. And he's like, no. And I was like, no way, because we don't have to do anything else besides just sit down.
Yeah.
So setup did not take super long, but
yeah. So shout out Rich.
Yeah, and we'll post this on Instagram, but he drew up, I don't know where he got this, but a little light up sign that says on air. And he was so excited, he hung it up on the outside of the door. So when we close the door, it says on air. And he was like, now no one will come in when you're recording. I'm like, who is it's you and Amy and Maverick, my dog. Like, all three of you know that we're recording. Like, are there just stragglers that are going to come
in?
But anyway, if any of you just wander into our
while we're here, you'll know we're recording.
Oh, yeah. But, so yeah, anyway, what's new with you?
Nothing much, just been super busy. One thing that I do need to talk about, I mentioned this briefly, obviously I can't not speak about it. We have not had a conversation since Love Island All-Stars was announced, and now they're like 2 weeks in.
And let me just say, I've been meaning to do this. So we had a Love Island All-Stars bonus episode.
Yeah.
We need to go back and look at who we predicted.
I know.
And who's actually on it.
Well, bombshells are still coming in.
I know.
I heard that they're not doing a Casa Amor, but
really?
Just because it's like so predictable now. And then I feel like also everyone just cheats and I'm gonna say cheats in Casa Amor and then comes back and is fine. So like that's not a relationship test anymore.
Casa Amor in season 3 was so intense because if you brought someone back, the couple, like, if they were single, you went home.
Yes.
But now it's just like, everyone's like, oh, it's part of the experience.
Yeah.
Like, Casa Amor, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's literally ruined relationships, and then it's so predictable now because they just get back together. And it's like, ugh, but I hate it.
Yeah, I think there's been 13 episodes of All Stars, and like it's not streaming in the US at all anymore. So any free moment I have, I'm on TikTok, like putting the pieces together.
I know,
and just looking.
Like I saw Georgia Steele is back on it. Yeah. So yeah, I've been seeing edits of Georgia and just a bunch of other Islanders like then and now, and like how they like look different or just matured. Because remember Georgia was like, I'm so loyal, and then she would like cheat or do whatever. But she was so young.
I know.
And she went on.
Yeah.
So
I know. So hopefully it starts streaming soon because I need to like see everything.
Do you think Chris Hughes is gonna be on?
I am like praying. I'm praying.
Do you know who else is on so far?
Yeah. So I don't want to say spoilers, so I'll try to say the original people. So for guys, it's Toby from season 7.
Yeah, okay.
Anton.
Okay.
Lewis from season 1.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Who else is there for boys? Mitch from I think the most recent season.
Of course, he's back.
For girls, it's Hannah from season 1.
I saw that. Yeah. I'm so happy they brought back season 1 people.
I know.
They're probably like in our day we made this like borderline.
I know. Demi from season 6.
Oh, I loved her.
Kaz, Liberty. Oh, Jake.
Liberty and Jake?
Yeah, so this is not a spoiler because it happens in the first like 20 minutes. The public does the like coupling, and they coupled Jake and Liberty together.
Why?
And then Jake left the next day because he said he didn't want to make Liberty feel uncomfortable having to share a bed with her. I'm like, okay, that's some character development, Jake.
But oh my god, why would they do that?
I don't know.
I did not like Jake and Liberty together.
I know, nobody did.
Sometimes I like when the public, it's like the UK public, no hate, but I not never agree, but like half the time I like completely disagree with
when they did that for season 7, they like the automatic, like usually people just choose like based on first attraction, but they chose them, the couples, like the first time. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah, so weird. And then one of the decisions I will never understand is when on season 2 the public sent home Malin.
Yeah,
she was the least favorite girl. She was my favorite girl.
I was
agree.
Like, what
decision was that?
And then they keep like the drama starters. I'm like, for what?
Yeah.
For what? I guess for drama, but there's been like so many ex couples on the show now, so it's like so much drama, and just like people like still having feelings and whatnot. So I need to watch it, but
I was thinking though, or someone on TikTok posted this, but like, don't they all know each other anyway? Like after you get out of Love Island, aren't you in like you're in now like an exclusive group of people?
Yeah, just like Bachelor Nation. Yeah, so there's one person, I'm not saying any names, but there's one girl who was like dated 2 boys not from her season, and now all 3 of them are in the villa, and she's coupled up with a like 3rd boy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like messy.
Stop.
So
yeah, I definitely want to watch it.
Yeah, I'm excited. But yeah, that's pretty much it with me.
Nice. I feel like I have a couple, because these are from like a couple weeks ago, because last week was our interview with my cousin, but I darkened and layered my hair. Nice. And I'm feeling it was just like a nice refresh. I matched the color of my roots, and I just like did a lot more shorter front pieces and face framing pieces. And I feel so good now when I wear my hair up. Like, nice. I feel like it's getting me through like the winter uglies. Like I just needed a hair refresh. And then I just wanted to tell this funny story because last week my boyfriend Gage, and Kirsten went to your swim meet.
Oh my god,
and we were gonna surprise you. And we show up to Kennedy. And first, just for reference, the pool that Abby's swim meet was at was the pool that we all swam at in high school. So I know the building very well. So I show up, and the door, the like outside door to the pool hallway was locked. I'm like, that's weird. So I went in like the basketball entrance, and then I'm like, that's so weird. Those doors are never locked. And I have Gage with me, and he's like, I thought you said you knew this building so well.
Yes, you look stupid.
I was like, ugh. And it was when it was really cold. It was like 10 degrees. Yeah. And he was like, come on, it's freezing. And I was like, okay. So then we go around the corner, like to the pool, and the main door is locked. And I'm like, that's weird. Like, why would they lock it? I was like, maybe... no, it couldn't have been diving because we got there at 7. So I was like, that's weird. And then I went down and looked at the other door, and there was no one in there. And I was like, this is so embarrassing, because Gage was like, are you sure it's here? And I was like, yeah. Like, I checked the schedule 3 times. Yeah. But I should have checked your location. But I just didn't. I don't know why. Like, I didn't think to check your location, because I was like, well, it's at home. Like, yeah. So we show up, and then Kirsten shows up, and we're just like, this is so funny. So anyway, me, Gage, and Kirsten we're now like, what do we do? Like, we're in Waterbury, and we just like don't know what to do. But my family was having a game night. So we went there, and Kirsten came, and we played Yahtzee.
Oh my god, fun!
It was just such like a fun random thing that happened. But I was just like, wow. And game night ended up being so fun, but
game nights are always like the best.
I know. Yahtzee, we played Yahtzee, and then before we got there they played cribbage and stuff. But it was just a fun little event we had. Yeah, on my part, we were supposed to have a swim meet there. After we didn't swim for 2 days there because the pool was messed up. We got told that the pool was good, and then at 3:00 for a 7:00 swim meet, a pipe burst. Oh my god. I know that.
I was like, I didn't even have time to. I was literally on the highway getting calls and text messages, and I pulled over on the highway for an hour to like try to get this thing. I was like, oh my god. So then after the meet, I just looked at my phone and I saw that you just sent a picture of you and Gage in front of the doors. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
No, it's not your fault. Because Gage was like, did you not like text her before? And I was like, no, like I wanted to just like show up and surprise her. And Gage was like, oh. was like, sorry. But it ended up being fine.
Good.
Yeah, but we're going to try to come to your senior night.
Yeah.
So that won't be a surprise, obviously.
It's okay.
Cool. Do you want to get into the topic?
Yes, yeah. You can go. You explain it better.
No, okay. So I talked about this a couple of weeks ago in an episode. It might have been the 2024 goals. I don't remember when I talked about it. But it's basically this exercise called Wheel of Life. And we'll post a description on our Instagram because it's like a little hard to explain. But if you picture a circle and then it's cut into like pie slices. Mm-hmm. And then each pie slice is a different category of life. So the categories are career, family and friends, significant other or romance, fun and recreation, health, money, personal growth, and physical environment. Some of the wheels differ, but this is the one that we chose. And so you're supposed to rank your, like, each category for your life. And then I guess Abby and I are kind of just gonna, like, talk about our rankings and why, like, where we're at in our life and how we could, like, I don't know, why we think something's going good or why we think something is not going so good, and just kind of like talk about the weirdness of like being in your 20s, kind of, because I feel like everyone, especially at our age, like we're 24, could be in such different rankings right now, like in certain positions. Like you could be in such different places in your career. Some people our age have kids. Yeah. Like some people,
it's so weird. Or like, some people, like, it's just so weird how it's such a broad spectrum. And I feel like if people are on one end of the spectrum, like, oh, like, I don't have a high paying job, I still live with my parents, but my best friend has their dream job and just bought a house. Like, I feel like you set expectations for yourself, and like, realistically, the people who are like 100% off in their 20s is like 0.0001%. Yeah. So I just feel like us going through this will kind of just like put into perspective and see how you would rank it, and it's kind of just a good like goal setting. Like, okay, I'm doing well in career, family, friends, but financially, like, I maxed out my credit card. So it's like, it's not going to say like don't put as much effort into family and friends, but kind of just make your goals something more like financial related and whatnot.
I think too, like, doing this exercise made me realize how good I have it actually, because I feel like sometimes I can feel like I'm behind, or I'm not doing well financially, or like my family's a mess, or I don't know, like I can feel like I'm falling behind on just a lot of things. But doing this exercise made me realize, like, wow, I actually have a lot to be grateful for. Like, I just am in a pretty good position. Like, I have a good family, I have good friends, and like it kind of makes you realize what you should be prioritizing in like the important things in life. So yay. So do you want to start with the first category?
So I think of the first category that when I looked at the circle was family and friends.
Okay, like your highest? Or like, what do you mean?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna go around the circle. Do we go highest to lowest? Or
no, we can
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so family and friends, I put an 8 just for like the total category. I think I wanted to break it up. Family is like 6 and friends is like 9, but overall it's like an 8. Okay. Yeah, just because I feel like I try to prioritize my friends like more than my family sometimes, which like is a bad thing. I know people, oh God, I know. Yeah. But I also feel like receiving wise too, it's like friends are at a 9. Just because they're all really awesome and great. So I feel like just making more time for my family too. Yeah. Or like there'll be family functions and I'm like, do I have to go? But like, I should go. I should. And like you just said, like the game night, like you're probably like, oh, like originally wasn't gonna hang out with your family, but then ended up hanging out with your family. Yeah. And it's just, so I just feel like for me, like a goal is like prioritize family more.
That's a good one. Yeah, I kind of had the same. I had family a little. I had friends as a 9 too, because I just feel like, I don't know, our whole I guess since we've been friends and like the people that we are close friends with have like, we are pretty lucky in the sense that we've had them for like 10 years since we've all met. And for me, even longer, like me and Abby Beamer and Jocelyn have known each other since we were 4. And like, I still keep in touch with my friends that are like long distance, like my friend Manj in Boston, Riley in Florida. So I do feel like I just have a natural like bond with my friends where it's like, we know even if we haven't talked in a while, we can pick up where we left off kind of thing. But I know what you mean about family. I think just family, I always kind of feel like I could be doing more with my family to like hang out and stuff.
Yeah.
But I ranked my family also a 6 because I was just like, sometimes it's hard to accept your family for what it is. Like if you come from like, I don't know, like my parents are divorced and like, I don't know, I feel like there's always a lot going on in the background with my family, but I feel like I've done a good job at accepting it instead of like in high school or college I was like so upset. Like I would have ranked family like a 2. Yeah. Because I would have just been like, this is not how a family like should look. Yeah. But I feel like once you just start accepting like this is the way it is and just being grateful for that, it's been good. So.
Yeah, because like for me, like I don't have extended family. It's just like my immediate family really. So that's why I'm also like, I should be prioritizing them. Like we're like, I mean, we all have like great friends and whatnot and like family friends, but it's like we're all we got. So it's just like, I want to start prioritizing that more.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Which one do you want to do next?
You could choose.
Okay. Wait, this is so funny. I wrote down significant other romance, but I didn't give it a ranking. I just like
off the spot. What do you give it?
Yeah, I would say like 8.5. I feel like I'm in a happy, healthy relationship. The only thing I would say is like why it's not a 10 is because we don't live like on our own by ourselves. Like we have roommates and stuff, which kind of ties into physical environment, which I'll get to, but I feel like it's just like I don't want to rush like our, I guess, timeline, but I feel like him and I are both ready to just like take that next step and move in together and like be on our own. So that will come with time. But yeah, I feel like that's why it's like an 8.5.
Yeah, nice. I put mine at a 4, but honestly I would move it up to like a 5. I just, it went up because right now I like when I put this I just put like I'm just chilling, which is good. Yeah. But like last night was like the first free moment I had to myself in a while. Yeah. And I was just like, if I like my friends, again, they're 9s. Actually, my friends would probably be a 10.
Nice.
But I was like, if I had to like talk to someone like and have to prioritize someone more than myself right now, I think I would actually like lose it. Yeah. So I was just like, oh my god. And then like just people at work talking about their significant others. And I'm like, bro, thank God I don't have to be responsible for someone. Yeah. Not that you're responsible for them, but I'm like,
no, like share a life with someone.
Yeah. I was just kind of like, oh my god, thank God.
Yeah, because I feel like you like realize you're not like in a place where you could prioritize them, so then you would feel bad. Yeah. And then it's like, oh well,
like if my friends, if I don't speak to them for a week, again, it's like everyone is like understanding, but I feel like when you're in a relationship, you like
it's more demanding.
You can't not talk to them for a week.
No, I know. I think so I was not in a relationship. I was like in a high school relationship, but then like that didn't really, no, it counted, but it was like I was on my parents' terms. Like I was living, like I still had to listen to them and stuff, so there was no like sleepovers or anything. And then in college, I didn't date anyone, so I got so comfortable with being alone. Yeah. And then when me and Gage first started dating, I remember he like wanted to hang out like 3 nights in a row, and I was like, "What? Stop!" I was like, "This is way too much. Like, this is so crazy." But he had like been in relationships before, so he's like, "This is like what we do." And even the kid before Gage would the same thing. He's like, "I want to see you at least like 4 nights a week," and I was like, "What?" I do not have 4 nights free a week.
School night.
Yeah, I'm like, I can see you on Saturday afternoons, maybe Sunday night, please. But I feel like now that we live together, it's a lot easier. But yeah, no, I totally like, understand what you mean of just like not wanting to be in a relationship. That's like fair.
All right, my next one, fun and recreation. I ranked it at a 6.
Okay.
Just because, like, okay, basically what I put is I don't have too much time, but when I am doing something, I'm having fun. So, like, and just, like, the free time that I do have, that I do something, like, hang out with friends or whatever, it's, like, a 9. But it's just, like, getting the time and, like, getting the energy to go out and do it, which is why it's only a 6.
Okay. No, that makes sense. I do feel like you have a lot on your plate.
Yeah.
With other stuff.
Yeah.
So that makes sense why it's
But
6.
in, like, the summer, it would probably be, like, an 8.
Nice.
So, just yeah. I don't know, you just have way more energy in the summer to do stuff, too.
No,
so.
I agree. I feel like, well, I ranked this an 8 because I felt like in December and even like maybe the beginning of January, I was like so overbooked, kind of like what we talked about a couple of weeks ago. So I was having fun, but I had no time for my own hobbies.
Yeah.
So the past like 2 weekends, I have made 0 plans. Like during the week, I've been not making plans. Like if someone reaches out to me and is like, "Do you want to do something?" I say sure.
Yeah.
But I'm like not initiating plans because I have been just wanting to like read my book, and then I started crocheting again.
Nice.
And just those 2 hobbies are so cozy and like they're for me, and I'm not scrolling on my phone. Like I'm just in my own little world, which to me, just right now in like the winter, that is fun for me. It's just so nice to be like, you texted the other day, like I need to hibernate. Like I just feel like I've been hibernating, and it's been so great. But yeah, when I do go out and do stuff, I do have fun.
Yeah.
And even like this month, I have been doing dry January, and I have just like not that I even drink that much before, because I really didn't, but even if I would have like 2 seltzers or something, like I would wake up and have a headache, or I would like, if I was at an event that involved drinking, we would be out until like 2 a.m. And I would sleep until like 10 or 11. But like since I have just been like saying like not been going out, not been drinking, which I'm not saying I'm gonna do that forever. Like I do like going out and stuff, but just this month I've had so much more time. Like I've been waking up on the weekends at like 7:30.
Yeah. And
so
then,
I just have so much time to like do my little hobbies. Yeah. And it's just so just relaxing and nice.
I know, there's times where I tell my friends, I'm like, this weekend, like I'm going off the grid. Like do not speak to me. If you see me scrolling on TikTok or send you something, like just know that I'm not ignoring you, your other texts. But yeah, and just taking time and doing whatever you want is like really fun. But then, yeah, I know.
And I'm like preparing for summer too, because summer is like when we are out like at night. We're at outdoor patios on a Wednesday. But now when it's like rainy and cold and dark still, I just want to like
curl up with a candle.
Curl up with a candle.
Well, like, you know what I mean.
With a book.
With a book.
Next to a
candle. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. What's next?
I have health next.
Me too. I also have health next.
I ranked mine as a 5 because, I feel like I like don't do that much preventative care or as much as I should. But like when I also take it seriously, so that's why I just feel like I'm like 5 out of neutral. Like if I start to feel sick, like I'll obviously like take medicine and whatnot. And like I go to my doctor once a year and dentist twice a year, but it just like I don't know, I just feel like you could always do more. And like I'm also still addicted to Diet Coke and Celsius, which like, I know is so bad for you. But yeah, so I put it at like a 5. I'm pretty neutral.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I put mine at a 7 because same thing. I feel like I've been like a lot better with my health since college. Like I feel like in college I put no emphasis on my health at all. Like I was just I was even like skincare, I was going to sleep with my makeup on. I was eating like I did not have vegetables for probably like 5 years. Like I just did not eat healthy. And I was like drinking every weekend. Like I just feel like I never like worked out, or even like my walks to class was like that counted as like getting movement in. But I feel like now I have like a pretty good routine with movement. Like I have been into cooking, so that's been good. But same thing, I feel like I could just do more. And like I went to the doctor a couple weeks ago, and I have like thyroid problems. Like my thyroid is imbalanced again, and I like don't want to keep just like upping my medicine.
Yeah,
because I don't know, just something about just like continuing to up my medicine. I'm like, okay, so in like 2 more years my body's gonna get used to this level, and I'm gonna have to go up again. And it's like, what am I gonna do that until I'm like freaking 100 years old? Like,
I know.
So I kind of just want to get to the root of those problems, but also just still live like a balanced lifestyle. Like I don't want to go crazy, like only eat whole foods or whatever. Like I don't want to be restrictive, but I just feel like I want to figure that out. And then also why I put it as a 7 is because in the winter I get no sunlight at all, and I just want more vitamin D. I just want to be warm.
I know.
But yeah, that's why I ranked it a 7.
Yeah, I kind of agree with all that too. But I feel like it's like, because we are so young, it's like, oh, we're fine. Yeah. But like, and I'm sure if you're older, please put your health like more higher ranked. But I feel like as you get older, like your health starts to become more important. But if you live like a healthy lifestyle, and that's not saying like diet restrictions, whatnot, if you just live a healthy lifestyle now, then you don't have to worry about your health so much when you're older.
No, exactly, for sure. Cool. Next one.
My next one is money.
Me too. I think we did the same order.
Okay, yeah, probably. For money I put a 6 because
same.
I will like sit out and do a whole budget spreadsheet for a month, and then I'll like not stick to it. Just like go. But I'm also like so frugal too, where it's like, all right, here's just like an example. So I will budget out like gas, student loans, whatever I have to pay for, and then like medical bills, like $100. Just so it's like budgeted out if I need it. But then if I'm like, I didn't go to the doctor this month, I have $100 to spend. Yeah. But the good thing about me is, like, I will not go to, like, I don't know. I won't go and spend that $100 in one place. I will go to, like, Target and be like, oh, you know what? I could get this, like, $6 thing, because if I were to get it at TJ Maxx, it would be $10. So I'm saving $4. So, like, when I do spend money, I'm so frugal. But my issue is I just spend more money, because then the next month, if I have a doctor's bill and I need to pay my deductible and I need $200 but I only budgeted $100, I'm like, oh my god, why did I do that? So I'm like, I need to be better at like saving money. Like if I don't spend it on a certain expense, if I only need to spend like $180 on gas instead of $250, like that other $70 should be like saved, not just spent. But again, I am frugal when it does come to money, so I'm just like, okay.
No, I money is so hard too, because, okay, I also ranked it a 6 because I feel like I am not like financially struggling, but then when I look at like wanting to buy a house or like even move out of our apartment and pay rent somewhere else, it's like everything is so expensive, and I'm like, how are we all affording this on top of like student loans, on top of just like my car payment? Like I just feel
like stuff necessities.
And I'm just like, I don't know, I feel like I have it like compared to how other people have like a lot more student loans than I do, or like other people have a lot higher of a car payment, so I feel like lucky in that sense. But then I also feel like I'm still not satisfied because I just want more, like not even want more, but I just want to be in like a better place where I have financial freedom. Is the thing. Like I want to like not have to worry, like I want to not have to budget, like I want to not have to worry about like, okay, how much do we spend on groceries, or how much, like I have to make sure I have this for my car payment, this for rent, this for student loans, and like I don't know, I know it's a part of life, but I just feel like I want to, I don't even know how to explain it, but I have been doing, this has saved me so much money in the month of January, which I posted it on TikTok, but instead of buying things as soon as I see them, I write it down first. And I have an ongoing list of things that I like am tempted to buy, but instead of clicking purchase, I keep it in my notes app. And so that is like the same hit of dopamine I get, like writing it down. For some reason, it's like I just changed the habit from buying it to like writing it down. And I've saved so much money.
Wow.
To the point where like I returned my Amazon stuff, like some stuff I had on Amazon a couple weeks ago, and then I went to go pay my credit card like 2 weeks later, and it was still negative.
Wow.
Nice. I like did not pay for anything I didn't need.
Wow.
I was like, wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
And so then as a reward, every time like I get paid, I'll like go through and pick out like a couple things. Nice. And I limit myself to like $100.
Yeah. Wow. See, for me, it's so bad.
No, I did that for the past 3 weeks. So don't like hold me to it.
I'll be like, oh my gosh, I want this. But I'm like, oh wait, I gotta wait till payday. And then by that time payday comes around, I forget about it. So I'm like, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm like, wait till I get paid. And then when I get paid, I just forget.
Dude, my problem is I look on payday. I'm like, oh, I got paid today.
No.
So the list has been so helpful.
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
Budget. Because sometimes I'll buy things on Amazon. Like, this is a toxic trait. I will be like, oh, I need this for Amazon. I'll need, like, bathroom cleaner. So I'll go to order it. And then I'm like, well, let me see what else I want from Amazon because I don't want the driver to have to come back. So I'm like, I'll just make it easier for them and buy like a bunch of stuff at once.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'll get it and I'm like, why did I order? Like, what was going through my head when I ordered this? Like, I can't even remember what I ordered.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so I just like needed to stop impulse buying, so I've been writing it down.
Yeah, that's why it's hard to go to a store because it's so easy to impulse buy.
I know,
Target
like, right and TJ Maxx, I'm like, oh my god.
I started going in with cash and not my card, so like I literally cannot buy more. But then I'm like sitting there on my notes or my calculator trying to like do that out the tax to see how much more I could spend. Because then I don't want it to be embarrassing. My cards are in the car though, so if it ever did go
back. Nice.
Okay. For personal growth, I honestly put a 5 for myself because I feel like, and this is so bad, I like pick and choose what I want to.
Like what do you mean?
Just like if I'm like, oh, I want to do better at like routines or do better like, for example, I want on the 2024 goals one, like my number one resolution was to fold clothes. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll just keep like sleeping. And like, why didn't I? But then like, if I know I need to do something like change a career or whatnot, I'm like, yeah, do it. Like I'm an advocate for myself. Like I'm doing what's best for me. But then like, just even small stuff like cleaning my room. Like I know cleaning your room and making your bed is gonna make you feel so much better, but I'm like, man, I'm good. I'm like, why? Why do I do that?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like I know I need to drink water, but I'm like, man, I don't need that. Or like cut negative people out, but I'm like, oh, but it might be good. But then if my friend were to ever come to me with the same situation about someone, I'm like, do not speak to them ever again. Like, and I just feel like I pick and choose when I listen to advice from people and stuff. So just something I need to do better. But I'm like, probably
you pick and choose it what you want to do better.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's funny. I mean, do you like? I don't know. Do you see yourself getting better at certain things?
Like, I guess just like maintaining habits I should do better at.
Okay.
But
you can
we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I actually put a 9 for this one.
Nice.
But I didn't have any notes because I feel like how do I explain this? I feel like I do a good job at like trusting that if I need to change something, I will. And I feel like I've been like that for the past like 2 years. Like one of my goals this year was to eat more veggies. And like since the beginning of the year, I've like had broccoli. I've just been buying frozen broccoli.
Yeah.
I've had it at lunch and dinner like almost every day. I would say 5 days a week. So I've just like I just tell myself I'm gonna do something and I do it. I have not always been like this for sure. Like I tried to have, I would always, like, say I was going to start something, even with, like, trying to work out in college, like, saying I was going to eat veggies in college, like, I was, or even, like, keeping my space clean. Like, remember how messy I was, like, in college and just, like, my room and stuff? So I feel like I still struggle with certain things, like folding clothes is the worst. But, like, cleaning up after dinner, I don't know if it's, like, living with a partner now that helps me, like, holds me accountable, because before I would just be like, well, no one is watching me, so who cares? And now there's, like, somebody else. But, yeah, that's why I put a 9, because I feel like even if there is something I want to change, I'll do. Even with the spending money thing, like, I feel like I reevaluated and was like, oh, I need to just, like, stop spending money impulsively. And I've stuck to it. So, yeah, that's why I rated it a 9.
Nice. Good. I'm glad. For physical environment, I put 7/8, so I'll just say 7.5.
Nice.
Because I feel like I have all the resources, like, I need, and I'm very grateful for that, and I don't take advantage of it enough. Like,
like living at home still?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I give my parents, like, rent money, but I'm just saying, like, I have a car, I can get around. I have space at work for myself, and, like, I have space at home where I could just be by myself, or I could be with people, and I just feel like, I don't know, physical environment is, like...
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I put a 5 for this one, just because like I touched on when I was talking about romance, like, I live in a 2-bedroom apartment with 4 people, and it just gets kind of, like, there's nothing wrong, like, I like my roommates and my boyfriend, obviously, but it just kind of gets, like, cramped, I guess. I feel it sometimes, like, if I want to watch TV, but, like, somebody else is watching something, I'm like, okay, I have to go to my room, and then, like, my boyfriend wants to play video games, so I'm like, okay, now we had, like, 3 TVs in this apartment, but I have to watch TV on my laptop.
Yeah.
Do you get, like,
I know what you're saying,
and, like I said, I just feel like I'm ready for, like, a bigger space, like, with just my boyfriend, so, that's why I rated it. Yeah, and my apartment this is so service level, but it just doesn't have a lot of natural light. It's just, like, it just feels, like, dark sometimes.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I just want, like, I didn't pick this apartment, like, I moved into where my boyfriend was living, so... Yeah, well, I didn't really have a lot of control over the situation. Yeah. But the good news is I don't pay, like, a ton in rent, which is the good part.
Yeah, like, for me, like, mine is rated because it's, like, I have space where I could just be by myself, which, like, everybody needs. Whether you're introverted, extroverted, whatever, you just need, like, space where you're like, okay, I could just, like, be by myself. So if you feel like you, like, don't have that, then that's a huge
I don't
factor.
have it. I have it sometimes, like, if other people aren't home, I take advantage of it, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to be by myself. Like, remember when you came over in the summer and I was like, oh, like, no one's at the apartment today, like,
I was like, let's just do what we gotta do and I'm gonna leave, like,
and I was like, I can't wait to just be by myself. And so I do take advantage of it. Like, last night our roommates weren't home, and then Gage went in our room and played video games, and I was in the living room, so that was, like, still nice alone time. So I do get it occasionally. It's just, like, I can't have it whenever I want. Which is, like, it's fine. But, yeah, that's why it's 5.
Nice. Last one is career. I have an 8.5.
Nice.
Obviously, everywhere you work is going to be good days and bad days. But overall, like, I'm really happy. And, like, I'm not miserable for the first time, like, ever, like, driving into work. So, yeah, 8.5.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I said 8 because, not with, like, my actual career, because if I was just ranking my job, like, I would probably say a 9.5 or a 10, because I love my job. And, yeah, like, I just feel like there's a lot of opportunity for growth, and, like, I could see myself staying there for a while. But the reason why I put 8 is because the other 2 would be from this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
If it, like, took off, and, like, I don't know. This aside, I feel like I just want maybe something else on the side.
Yeah.
I don't know what yet, but I feel like I talked about that a couple weeks ago. I just want a side hustle, so that would be where the other 2 points come from, if I find one that I like.
Yeah.
So, Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah, make sure you guys just search up Wheel of Life.
Yeah, you could literally just
Google it. And there's a whole bunch of examples, and it kind of explains way better than we ever could explain, like the real purpose.
Yeah, we'll post that on the Instagram too. But it really just helped me think, like, okay, what are areas that maybe are lacking?
Mm-hmm.
What are areas that I like and want to keep leaning into?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a nice conversation, even to like an activity to do with your friends and family.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this made me really just stop and think.
I know. Yeah.
And
same.
I didn't, like, life can just go by so fast and you can just get caught going through the motions. So I really liked doing this. And yeah, just like being grateful for, I'm pretty grateful for all the categories. Like, I wouldn't say any categories are like rock bottom.
Yeah.
But they were at one point in my life, which is nice to see the growth. So yeah,
I feel like that's a good enough long story short.
Yeah, that was a long story short. Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for listening, or if you're watching on YouTube, and coming to you live from our new studio. You can follow our Instagram and TikTok at Don't Get Me Started Pod, and then you could watch us on YouTube. I believe it is also Don't Get Me Started Pod on YouTube. And if you like this episode, feel free to share it on your stories, because that would mean so much to us, and follow in like our accounts and all that. So yeah, thank you so much, and we will see you next Monday.
Bye.
Bye.